Hey everyone, so excited we could meet today. So excited about this transition time. So what we have been mentioning as GRIT, Growing Responsibly Intuitive Teams, met with an amazing celebrated advertising agent last week, and we just talked it out, and I knew that GRIT would sort of be a seed that would have to go into the ground and die, but I needed to have something to focus on. And so that was my word to focus on. And so we are transitioning from the name GRIT to transparency with the word parent in there, all capitals. So exciting, very excited, very excited. So let's talk a little bit today about the title of the blog, which you can find at asknannyjan.wordpress.com. And the title today is Transparency from Bitterness to Hilarious. So just in my experience as a nanny for 25 years, I've nannied for lots of families that were Jewish, and primarily Jewish, almost the families. And one of the things that I learned was that humor is a way that different ethnic groups can overcome adversity, and they can either develop into their circumstances, develop into bitterness, or develop into humor. And just in my experience, I came to the understanding that the Jewish race, at least the nannies that the families that I nannied for, developed, instead of bitterness, developed into humor. And so I just was floored by the idea that I wonder if us as stay-at-home parents would make a greater intention towards humor in the lives of our family if we could impact generation upon generation of little human beings that develop a sense of humor, greater so than if we had not been intentional towards that. So there is just something amazing about an entire ethnic group that has developed, when they could develop bitterness, have chosen to, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, developed humor instead. So excited about the concept of just developing into our little human beings, our little family developing into humor. So what would that look like? We would have to take calculated steps toward humor for our family. So what does that mean? What are the ways that we can do that? Couple of ways that we can do that is, number one, maybe just so simple. These are going to be so simple. You're going to be like, why didn't I think of this myself? You know why you didn't think of it yourself? Because you are inundated and you can get overwhelmed, and you have the sole responsibility of developing this family, and so it can get overwhelming, and so humor can go by the wayside. So no shame, just continue in your game of perpetuating what it is you're learning. When you know better, you do better, right? So, and you're learning better, and you're going to do better from now on to be more humorous in your family. So the first way that I thought of, so simple, is just look up knock jokes. My goodness, think about that. If right before the children woke up, whatever your time in the morning, for me, it's just devotion time. It's, you guys all know that I write at 4 o'clock every morning from 4 to 6:30 a.m. I write for the blog. And then directly after that, I could be looking up knock jokes. The family would love that. The next way would be just look up on Twitter, just look up humor tweets for kids or humor tweets for children. Look that up. That would be amazing. I found so much. There's just a plethora of just good stuff out there, okay? And then the third way is, even if you just were at a garage sale or a Goodwill and you found a comic book like Calvin and Hobbes. Easy to do, easy to read. You're reading this at breakfast. Why at breakfast? Because you're setting your family up for the day, and you're cultivating something inside them. Like the Bible talks about that laughter is like good medicine. And what if we started out each day with laughter? And these are just 3 ways that we could do that. So again, find our blog, the full episode, so to speak, at asknannyjan.wordpress.com. And then also remember that we have our Anchor FM. Just tune into that and you'll hear this entire thing. If you're driving and you can't watch the YouTube video, you can always find it on Anchor FM. We're looking forward to seeing you there. Have a good day.